Hey, welcome to October's Look to the Children. My name is Dr. Erik Kowalke. This webinar is hosted by ChiroSecure and Dr. Stu Hoffman. Thanks so much for all that ChiroSecure does for this profession. We use them in our clinic in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I meet doctors all the time that have fantastic stories and results and experience with ChiroSecure. So thanks for putting this show on. We do the first Thursday of every single month, and bringing you relative content that you can take back to your family lifetime wellness practice and implement to help you see and take care of more people. So today, specifically, we're going into October, November, December. So Q4, everybody's ramping up holiday season. We have fall, October, Halloween. Then we have November, Thanksgiving, and then we have Christmas season in December and holidays. So the next 3 months are all holiday themed stuff. So I want to give you 4 tips that we focus on in our clinic, seeing 1,600 plus people every single week, and 800 and 900 of those are kids. So we do a lot of really fun stuff in the office, and I want to share with some of you guys the intentional things we're going to do October, November, December this year in order to increase compliance and engagement and accountability ultimately for all the people coming into the office, because they're really hiring us and hiring you for accountability because they want, health, and they want to live a healthier, better life. And in order to do that, they actually have to stick to their visits, because not coming in to see you isn't going to help them get what they want. So we got to go back and focus on their goals and your findings and what are your recommendations. And a lot of times we focus really heavily on that on day 1 and day 2. I mean chiropractors. And then the ball gets dropped and people don't know their frequency anymore. So number 1 tip for Q4 is focus on compliance, on just getting everybody that's already committed to you, like saying, yes, I want to come and I'm agreeing to pay you this and I'm going to come this. Just getting them to actually show up to their visits and helping them do that. So the traditional way is to discipline them if they don't. So there's a cancellation policy. And if they don't show up, then you fine them. And what happens with that is it de-incentivizes them to schedule their appointments ahead of time, because if I don't schedule, then I can't get penalized. So then you get more people that just don't schedule their appointments. So you have to think of creative ways to make it more convenient for them to, number 1, know when they're supposed to be there, and number 2, actually show up. So the first one is, how many people do you think are coming in your practice and they don't really know their current frequency or what their frequency is going to be in the next couple weeks? So these are the people that started in the last 3 months, 4 months, typically in a chiropractic clinic, that are coming 3 times a week, then they come twice a week, or they're coming twice a week, then they come once a week. Or if you're a family wellness practice like ours, then you have mom and the dad and multiple children that are at different age levels, and some of them might be on different frequencies. Like our family recently, my wife and all of our kids came in and got evaluations. My wife and my daughter Stella should be coming twice a week for a little while, and the rest of the kids are coming once a week. We'll try to get her to remember which kid is supposed to come more frequently and all of that stuff. So as an office, we're like, okay, how do we make this easier for them? Number 1 is clarity in the agreement. So the moment you're scheduling those out, you verbally get agreement on, hey, this is the plan, this is how long, and you're getting confirmation and agreement across the desk, person to person. Number 2 is think about, is there an electronic way to do this? So we use the SKED app for this, where there's actually a care plan. So the SKED platform is showing her twice a week, and these are the appointments you're supposed to be coming for each person. And if she's not scheduled twice a week, it'll tell her she's not scheduled twice a week. So there's an electronic solution to her not knowing, what's my frequency, what are the kids' frequency. So that's the second way we do it. The third way is you can print something off for them. And even if you want to just do it, gone are the days of here's your 12-month calendar for the whole year, and when your visits are going to be scheduled. People's lives are crazy. Soccer's going on, baseball season, holidays, Christmas parties, everything else. Just do 1 month at a time. So it would greatly help them if you gave them some postcard or a printout or a flyer, or even if you just hand wrote something on there on a business card. For a while, we did little business cards. You could do a little holiday adjustment schedule card and actually write on there for them who and like what their frequency is, and they can put that in their car. They'll keep that little card just for like this month to remind them. Helps as well. So you're just being proactive, like, oh, how can I help these people remember their frequency and remember their current recommendations, is super good. So the second part of that is they know how often they're supposed to be coming in. They have clarity, they remember, they know. Are you syncing their appointments to their calendars? So the second reason is they forget. I know, but I forgot today, or I forgot this week. So the solution to that is somehow we need to remind them. So how do we remind them so they never forget? Well, a lot of people use Google Calendar, iCal Calendar, or Outlook Calendar to run their whole life. Everything is in the calendar. Our family uses Google Calendar and iCal. And we have a family calendar, we have business calendars, we have personal calendars, we have calendars for our kids, we have sports calendars. If you have kids, you have Team Snap all linked together, some baseball Sports Illustrated app, schedules all linked together. We just connected our EHR's appointment schedule into our Google Calendar. So if I have an appointment, it shows up on my chiropractic appointment, it shows up when I have an adjustment appointment in my Google Calendar. If I move it or something, then it moves. So when I'm looking at my schedule on Sunday night for Monday, I can see in my Google Calendar that I have an appointment. I don't have to manually put that in there. It just syncs real time. So we use the SKED app for this as well. But if you have a software that you can sync your patient's appointment times to it, you should do that. So Genesis, Platinum, ChiroTouch, and ChiroHD, we created integrations with those to be able to do that for you really quickly and easily through SKED. So that's the second one, is they won't forget if it's on their calendar. If it's somebody that doesn't use a calendar, then that's where you go into text message reminders. So text messaging them, hey, you have an appointment. So this is really, really important if you want to get to the next level. This is how the whole world is changing. 2 years ago, you could have just sent an appointment reminder by text that says, hey, Jim, you have an appointment tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Now, people's attention span is down to 5 seconds or less. 2 years ago, it was like 20 seconds, like people's attention span. So if you send them an appointment reminder, hey, Jim, see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock, the first 2 or 3 times they get the appointment reminder, it'll register in their brain as, like, they'll think about it. Past 3 times, on the 4th time, if it's not personalized and they feel like it's automated and it's the same, they'll see it, but they won't see it. They'll see it, but it won't register in their mind. So then you get people that are like, oh, I just forgot. So this is, if you're an office that sends text reminders and it's just the same bulk, hey, you got an appointment at 3 o'clock, you'll start at, right when you start using it, it'll be like 100% everybody showing up. And then after, a couple of weeks, you'll go down to like 90%. And then a couple of weeks, you'll be down to like 80% of people that see, because they're not seeing it anymore. So this is where you got to get really creative and use automations to help you, but not replace the things that you do. This is very, very, very important. This is like where we're going as a society, and you want to be successful messaging from a business. You can't just rely on 100% of the automation anymore. You have to make it personalized. We get so many business texts and political texts that we don't even look at those anymore. We don't see those like a person. So text messaging, 98% of them are read within 2 minutes. So they're marking it as read, like they're clicking on it or swiping it. And you have less than 5 seconds to catch their attention to where they'll see it and actually acknowledge it and think about it so that they can take action on either in their mind, like, yes, I can make that, or I can't make it, I need to reschedule that or move that appointment by an hour or something today. You want them to take action and engage with your content. So obviously using their name, a software that can link, hey, Erik, they're like, oh, that's to me personally, and linking the appointment day and time, not just like, we'll see you tomorrow. It's like, you have a 3 o'clock appointment for a specific adjustment. But the best way, and this is the perfect time of year to start this, if you're an office that can do text messaging, is theme it with a holiday theme, October, November, December. So October is like fall into health. So our appointment reminder might be, we're falling into health. Look forward to seeing you at 3 o'clock today. Just simple 1 sentence changing it, or 3 to 4 words. That's something different will catch their attention and drive the engagement that you're looking for, which will create them to take action and move their appointment or just show up to their appointment. November is something thankful. So this is where we'll change things that have anything to do with turkeys or Thanksgiving. We're thankful for our health, thankful that we're seeing you today, something like that. When we do confirmation text, this is where instead of just saying reply C to confirm, we'll say reply turkey to confirm, or yes to confirm, or turkey to reschedule, or something like that. And then in December, the same theme with the reschedule confirm ones. You can have like respond Grinch to reschedule or confirm, or something fun like that engages people, and they think, wow, that's kind of cool. And it's out of the automated realm of just a robot doing it. It's like a real person. So your office is intentionally engaging with them in a cool, fun way. The other December one is, hey, Jim, sometimes we can get wrapped up like WRAPPED, like a Christmas present during this time of year. We look forward to seeing you at 3 o'clock today, or something like that. So take advantage of this holiday season, changing up your messaging, missed appointment messaging. If you have a system that automates your missed, like if they haven't showed up in 7 minutes or arrived in 7 minutes, it automatically texts them. Those ones, you want it to really feel like it's coming from you as the front desk check-in CA. If ours is Rebecca, so it says, hey, Jim, do you need my help moving your appointment, Rebecca? Or are you on your way, Jim? Rebecca. So it feels like Rebecca's actually texting her in 7 minutes, even though she's not. So the key here is just be clever with your themes this quarter. Use the holiday season. People are excited this time of year. They're excited. They have energy. They like fall. They like Thanksgiving. You got 4 weeks of each one. Use it in your office to engage families and kids in a lifetime family wellness type practice. So that's the second one. Number 1 was focus on compliance. Number 2 was themes for the quarter. Make sure you're using those in your messaging. Number 3 is fill up the beginning of your week. So people get busy. Things come up this time of year. It's going to happen. If you schedule them on Thursday or Friday, if they're like once a week and their appointment's on Thursday or Friday, something comes up, chances are they're going to not come in that week at all. If you can move them to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday is the best, Tuesday is second best, Wednesday is third best. For their first appointment of the week, you're setting them up for a rhythm that week. So this is really, really important. If they're at twice a week, their first appointment has to be on Monday, if at all possible. 3 times a week, for sure Monday. And they start in a rhythm. They're like, okay, I went once, boom, boom, boom. If you work out at the gym, if you're a gym person, you're like 2 to 3 times a week person, and you miss Monday, the whole rest of your week's kind of off. You just feel like you're playing catch up the whole week. And those are the weeks that you tend to not, you miss one day in the gym that you should have been there. Same thing psychologically for chiropractic care. You got to get people in the first visit. If they're coming once a week and they're Monday, Tuesday, and they can't come in, then you got a chance they can make it in Thursday or Friday. So this is just part of scheduling in a chiropractic clinic to maximize show up rate and adjustment rhythm, which ultimately maximizes results, because if people aren't coming in, you can't help them if they don't show up. So you're just helping them show up. Front load the schedule on the beginning of the week is probably one of the most important things you can do, especially in the holiday season. So focus on that with your team, talk about that with your team, bring up just exactly what I just said, like, hey, this is the holiday season, this is what's happening, let's focus on getting everybody to at least their first appointment of the week is on Monday or Tuesday. Will help you immensely. Number 4 is this time of year, people love to give back. They love to be part of something that has something to do with charity or giving back to families that need, Thanksgiving meals, or kids that need stuff around Christmas time, or they don't have clothes or blankets or coats, or homeless people. You need to be a place that can connect those charities in need with people that want to give back to their community. Everybody, I guarantee you, coming into your office wants to be part of that. If they're not, it's just because they don't have the time or the resources, like time-wise, or they don't know somebody close enough to actually be part of something like that. So all you got to do is find the charity and be the connection. So, we do something 6 times a year probably where we give back to the community. We get these huge clear garbage, like 50-gallon plastic garbage drums, and they're clear so you can see what goes in them. So we have 3 of them depending on what we're doing. So for like school drives, all the backpacks go in there, and the goal is to fill it all the way up. So every time somebody brings one in, you can see it filling up, and it's a visual cue, and we set up a little table. So October, November time, usually November time is when we'll do like Thanksgiving dinner drive. So that's a charity that works with, we deliver baskets of Thanksgiving dinners to families that otherwise wouldn't have a Thanksgiving meal. And the best place to find these is you go to local food shelters or anybody that's serving in low-income, like poverty areas. Find people or organizations serving in those communities, and they'll connect you to the right people. You just tell them what you want to do. So this is what we did in Thanksgiving. The week before Thanksgiving, we would have people bring all this stuff in. We'd give them a list. You got to basically picking a family, and then you buy all the stuff for the family. We'd give them a checklist, and they would bring it all on a Wednesday night, the week before Thanksgiving, and it's all canned and boxed stuff mostly, or it's like, we try to make it easy as possible for people to make the food. And then we package it all together in a basket. We buy the baskets and like shrink wrap that thing and tie it off with a bow, and then we just go deliver them all that night. So everybody comes in the office and helps put them together and assemble them, and then goes delivers all them to the families, and it's really, really fun. So that's an easy, actually it's not easy, it's a ton of work, but it's very impactful, and it brings people together in your clinic. And then Christmas time is usually, we live in Michigan, it's freezing cold here. Coats, hats, gloves are like what we do. Fill a garbage bag full of gloves, coats, and hats. And we find a local school, actually. This is probably our best route for this, is we find a school that is in an area that's not so great in our neighborhood, our community. And they know tons of kids that desperately need gloves and snow pants and coats and stuff for wintertime. And so we'll donate some to them and some to another one. But it's just a really fun opportunity to give back to your community, and I guarantee you the people love it. They love being part of it. They love giving back. They love, just knowing that they're doing something to serve somebody else. Serving other people is what we focus on every day, and you're just giving an opportunity for other people to serve people through that. So food drives and charity events are really fun. So number 1 was focus on compliance this quarter. Number 2 was make sure you're having fun with themes. This is the best time of year because it's all holiday. Everybody's excited for it. Number 3 is front load the beginning of your week. And number 4 is make sure you're doing a charity drive or some fun event that people can give back this holiday season. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Go into this quarter, plan it with your team. If it's not scheduled, it's not going to happen. It's not hard work if you have it scheduled and organized. So getting it organized, getting it scheduled is the most important things you can do for this quarter. And it just started the quarter, so you have lots of time to get ready and prepare for it. Make sure you're tuning back in. Look to the children webinar in November. First Thursday of November, we'll be back. The third Thursday of November is Dr. Monica Berger. You're not going to want to miss her. She's fantastic. So have a fantastic rest of your October.
Today's Pediatric show, Look to the Children, was brought to you by ChiroSecure.